Good morning. It is week 6 and I'm headed out in like 20 minutes. I'm going earlier than I originally anticipated because I kind of just need to get out of the house. There's been some annoying email related things at our school that just kind of get me wanting to leave and like get my head into some work because I can't do much just like sitting and thinking about it more. When you depend on people to do something and they don't do it, or they do the opposite, or they do something that ends up impacting you in a very negative way. I made my lunch, which is just like a big salad over there. I also have work tonight, so it's gonna be a really long day. Gotta get back into the routine.
Alright, this is what I look like, and I'm gonna be out until like 2, and then I'm gonna come home because I also need to go to school for a little bit today, which is why I won't just be back right at 1. And then I'll come back and relax a little bit until I have to go to work, and I will hopefully sort out some of these situations that are going wrong.
It's also raining outside, and it's probably going to be raining for the next 2 weeks. We got really lucky with some really great weather over the course of the last like month, honestly. So I feel like it was time for Vancouver to become Vancouver again. But it's a little rainy, but it's not, I guess, super gross out because it's not that foggy yet. But I'm sure throughout the day it will become true rainy Vancouver. It's like 3:26 and it's been the longest day ever. Like, I don't even have words for all of the emotions I am feeling today. Some good, some really not great. It's just been a day, but you know what? Shit happens. I'm gonna have a really cool experience tomorrow with my practicum, so I'll explain more of that when I get back from work, but right now I have to leave for the bus.
I just wanted to share. Today was a long and trying day, but a little bit funny in the end because I was at work, and my motto for the entire day, because it's just like hasn't been like the best slew of days, was shit happens. It just so happens that just before my final session, somebody pooped in the pool. You just kind of gotta laugh when things like that happen because it wasn't the best day, and then that. I ended up bringing some of the work home, so I brought the laptop back and some of the thank you cards I have to finish. So on Wednesday, day 14, was yesterday day 13? I am gonna go to one of these stores. I'll be going there tomorrow instead of to the office, but I will go to the office first to drop off these cards, and then I will head out because it's actually across the Granville Bridge, so I will be going out there for most of tomorrow. And then there's this really cool like workshop that a lot of people are doing, and I'm gonna attend it, and it's called a KPI workshop. So it's interesting because it's really in line with like the career development class that we took last semester, in terms of like, where do you see yourself, what are the goals you have for your career, and like what direction, what kind of growth are you looking to see for yourself, and like what are your ambitions. That's pretty cool that they put that on, and I want to be a part of that. So I asked, and I will be going, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, gonna go back to the thank you cards. I'm logging these hours like from home, obviously they still count. It's just after midnight, so I'm needing to be there tomorrow by 10, which is why I'm okay staying up a little bit right now to do that. Yeah. All right. Good night. Good morning. So I'm headed to the store today. It's only 9:05, so I think I'm gonna stop by the office first. I do have like an undershirt on today because it's a little cooler outside, but I'm gonna do some makeup. I'm gonna have a little bit of my leftover dinner for breakfast. Okay, I finished my makeup, and I actually went a little bit like taller on the outside of the eyeshadow because I've seen that done a lot, and I wanted to try it almost by accident, but like, you know, it's just like a little wider up here, goes up and then like kind of shapes my eye a little bit better. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna head to the office, and I'm gonna see what I'm gonna be getting up to, and I need my food, and I'm still really early, so it's fine, but
Yeah, I'm gonna eat and then head out. Trying to find some food. Don't really know what I want, but I'll figure it out. The store is going really well, by the way. It's very fun, but I'm not showing any of it. I've been having a great time sorting some of the clothes. The store is cute. I've never actually been to a turnabout store. Somebody just said wow at me. I don't know why. Anyway, ooh, coffee place. It's a vibe in here. I actually looked up this place yesterday, not realizing it was right where I would end up. I kind of can't believe that happened because not but 2 days ago I saw on Instagram a store called There, like a coffee shop, and I'm literally here today. Like, isn't that so crazy how things work out? Like, their cups are so cute. They have little aliens. Astronauts. I'm gonna go back to the store now. Shy vlogging in public! I'm back at the store. This croissant is delicious. This is also a beautiful view of my desk right now. Like, it is very well lit. It is 5 p.m. It's been a long day, and I'm gonna go home, and Tommy's gonna bring me udon. So I am so excited. I'm back. Today was a really awesome day. I want to do a little bit of a wrap up for this vlog, as I usually do, just to kind of share what I got up to today, because I didn't film a ton, and I usually don't film because I'm working, even though I'm just a student. But it's something that I want to share because today was a different day. I've never done what I did today at all in the last like 13 other times I've been at the practicum. The CAPS game is also on, so I'm gonna pull that up and then chat. So today was a little bit of a different day for me because we have a partnership, I believe is the correct way to describe the relationship we have with a store or a chain of stores called Turnabout. So it's like a secondhand store, thrift store, but it's more like high-end things. I was going through their store today and they have a lot of like high-end, nice, more expensive clothing. I got to go with the person who primarily helps with the sorting of clothing that ends up in our boutiques. I went to one of the Turnabout locations today to help her sort out some of the clothes that are coming in from donations because I want to see more of that side of what happens in the boutique, how all that comes to be, because it's definitely really interesting. You see all these beautiful clothes on the rack and people are donating like a ton of stuff. Like, we went through like, I want to say like 20 some boxes of clothing today to sort through and put on like hangers to put that are going to go into the store. And the reason that we did that is because starting next Thursday there's going to be a rack or two at each location of Turnabout, and they're going to be giving the proceeds, like 1% of the proceeds of something, back to the organization that I help. So it's really cool to see how that partnership works because we were in the store doing a lot of like the sorting, and I got to meet one of the really cool volunteers there. It was cool to see because I have also never had any kind of retail experience whatsoever, so this was like my first window into that. And though it's not like the most glamorous thing, like I feel like, I mean, I didn't have to interact with customers or anything, but I was like folding and taking stuff out and moving, and I was like a little sore. And like, because you're like reaching and stretching and grabbing and folding and like analyzing the stuff, and like it's a secondhand store, right? So you have to like, not all the stuff is clean, and you have to figure out if it's actually worth like, you know, putting it onto the rack next week to see if it's actually going to sell. We're just like writing the prices down because all of the tops and bottoms we're going to sell for $7 each, and then everything else, that like blazers, sweaters, dresses, all of those are going to sell for 12 numbers. I'm so hungry. I'm waiting for Tommy to bring food. They're going to sell for $12 a piece. So basically it's a big sale that they're going to have with all of this stuff that's donated, and it's pretty cool. And obviously people know that there's a chance that it's going to be donated here. When you donate to the organization, they could end up giving it to one of their partnering brands that end up getting the clothes to someone who needs them and who could use them. So it's very cool.